What's up, y'all? Early morning grind on my one day off this week since I've been picking up extra hours, man. Just trying to pick up some extra hours so I can get more money so I can pay for a lot of these upcoming things that I have for this car that I need to pay for. So a little extra money don't hurt. But initially I was gonna sleep in today, but I thought, you know what? I got this transmission pulled out. Let me go ahead and take it up to the shop because they need it for a core. Because I just don't know when I could really get back up there. The drive is only about maybe 35-40 minutes away, but with traffic and going that way right now, especially in the morning, it's probably gonna take me about an hour and a half. So I thought I would just go ahead and knock it out, get it done early, and that way I can get home and just relax and enjoy the rest of my day. Got a few errands to run along the way, so I just thought that I would maybe film it. Maybe I'll get something, maybe I won't, as far as good footage. I do gotta go to the junkyard because I got some little small items that I'm looking at getting after for the Caprice, and I'll talk a little bit more about that a little later. So it took me a while to kind of find the GM stuff, and this section used to be right when you walked in, so I don't know why they moved everything. But I came across this caddy, and these should be the same headlights that I used or that come in my Caprice. And even though this is a little bit newer, I think they use the same similar headlights and harnesses for a while. I'm not even sure what year this is. Let me see. 87 Broham. So caddy. Shoot, man, this thing's beat up. But what I'm looking for is these pigtails right here. See if I can pull it out. Pull it out. Damaging my hand. Yeah, so I think that's it. I might just take it and see if it works. I think the wires are green, black, and orange or brown. I'm not sure what that color is right there, but I think this should work because I'm gonna order the same headlights that I got when I changed my two over to HIDs. So, and it's a plug and play pigtail. It takes the 3 prongs right here. So I think I'll probably just take this, and I think that should work. But we'll see. I might check out some of these like old school S15s and that S10 Blazer there. Actually, let me go see right now. There might be another one over there. That's a little bit different. I'm not sure what that is. That one could work right there, but we'll see. I got my tools over here, so I don't want to leave them. There's an old school Buick. Not sure what that is, an Electra, maybe. Yeah, 73 Electra. Shit, somebody could probably take this and fix it up. Crazy how big these cars were, man. Oh shoot, is that a Regal? Oh snap. Hold on, let me grab my tools real quick. Ooh, man. I didn't even know there was a Regal here. I thought I actually looked to double check to see if there was, and I didn't see one, but man, there is a Regal here. Damn, do I need any parts? Hold on. Shit. This thing is pretty clean too. What is this? It's a, oh, excuse me. Man, am I mistaken? Dang, I don't even know my G bodies. It's a Cutlass Supreme. From the front, it looked exactly like a Regal. I guess I should have known. Right here, the grill. So, anyways, damn, my mistakes. I always give people a hard time too, because everybody calls my Regal a Monte Carlo. But yeah, man, we had one of these growing up when I was little, and I actually kind of learned to drive in that. So, still got the hubcaps in there and everything. Crazy. But yeah, these pigtails might actually work. Hold on, let me see. Pull this out. Yep, same ones. Let me check the other side and see if it's still there. Yep, that is it. So shoot, I'm gonna take these, y'all. Cut them off, take these right here. Hold on, let me grab my scissors. All right, y'all, so I got this all cut off so I can give you probably a better explanation of what I'm trying to do. So these are the two pigtails, one for the passenger and driver side. And as you can see, these are the two lights. So same exact setup that's on my Caprice. These are kind of my daytime running lights. And then you got your high beams only. So there's a 3-prong here, one that controls that daytime light and the high beam, and then you have this here that's just 2-prong that's just spliced in that controls high beams only. And so what I want to do is splice this 3-prong one here into one that would normally go to high beam, but then just have them so they can both run at the same time. So that way I have this little pigtail harness here to control this one as well too. So instead of just having a high beam here only, just have them both run the same. So they both turn on when I turn on the headlights, and then they both turn on when I hit the high beam. So that way I'm gonna be bright as F rolling down the street. So hopefully that makes sense, and I'm glad I scored on those. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find something, and I didn't even think that there was going to be a Cutlass here, and just kind of came across. I'm actually en route to the shop to drop off my transmission and my torque converter, and he said, actually I talked to him as I was on the way up to here, and he said he'll have my transmission done in actually a couple days. So I wasn't exactly sure on the time frame, but that sounds great. So what he already did was he already had a 4060E up there already, and what he said that he would just rebuild that one, and then I could just basically swap mine out as a core and with my torque converter, and he'll give me the newly rebuilt 4060 and a new torque converter with a lower stall. So again, if you didn't check out my previous couple videos, I'm going to be running a 2200 to 2400 stall instead, I think. And he said just for my particular build and the cam that I'm running, it should run a lot more efficient and perform a lot better. So hopefully that's the case, and we'll see. So now I'm going to be en route up there, so let's get it. Down here on the street where I'm about to turn into the shop. I don't like to film while I'm driving and talking in the car, just because my exhaust is hella loud and I actually got to get it fixed. But turning into my shop, y'all. These guys do great work, man. And you know, it's a little bit of ways from my house, but I'm willing to make the drive because I know they'll do great work. So pulling over here, about to drop off this transmission. Also, I'm gonna have them look at my exhaust because my exhaust pipe, the pipe that comes after the actual muffler, came off. So I'm not sure if it rusted off or broke off, or the weld wasn't good on it or something, whoever put it together. So that's why the exhaust is so loud. So I have no pipe coming after the muffler. So and I probably won't really film when I get up in here, just because I filmed last time. You know, my car was in there, so I think they were cool with that. But I'm sure they don't really mind. But I don't want to be coming up here every time with my camera and be filming and stuff, and you know, whatnot. And you know, I don't want them to get annoyed with me filming all the time. So I'll probably just have them just look at my car, take in the transmission, and then kind of just talk about what we discussed. So, in and out, y'all. I was literally in there about 5 minutes. So they seemed kind of busy. I mean, it was just only 2 of them there, so I didn't want to take up too much of their time. And the owner actually does a lot of the work, especially the transmission work, and so I didn't really want to take up too much of his time. Really cool guy, but I didn't want to seem like I just wanted to kind of sit there and talk. And you know how you go into shops sometimes, and you know, they're nice and they'll talk to you just because you're a customer, but in reality they're thinking like, yo, this dude needs to get out of here because I got shit to do. So the muffler, he says that he thinks it's an aftermarket muffler, and it could be like a cheap knockoff muffler on this Caddy. And what maybe happened was it was just so cheap, the exhaust pipe might have just eventually rusted, or it was just not in good condition and came off. So he said he might be able to save it if the pipe is in good condition, and maybe he could weld it back on, or worst case I have to get a new muffler and new pipe. So I'll attack that after, and you know, just add it on, y'all. Add it on to the list. You know, it's like never ending, y'all, never ending. Money pits. Cars are money pits. But yeah, y'all, I mean, everything's looking up. So I'm excited to get stuff done with the Caprice. I am excited to see the car again, y'all, and to work on it. Every time I see it, I'm like, man, I literally put, you know, this car, the whole engine and everything, and a lot of the car together. So, you know, I got a clean slate, or a clean shell, a clean body, a clean frame, a clean interior and everything. And all I've done was upgrade the insides, upgrade the internals, man. And it's been awesome to kind of see this car. It's just your normal kind of like grandma, grandpa car, you know, normal kind of just box Chevy big car that's just totally stock, totally just sleepered out. See it evolve into like what it is right now, man. It's crazy. And so a lot of people like love this car, and it makes me happy that other people appreciate the work that I've done to it. So man, I'm just super excited about it. And I'm super excited that the transmission was always the link that worried me, and I didn't know where it came from. I took a risk on it, and it lasted me, you know, probably just over 2 years. And you know, I think it did its job. You know, now to have something like safe and stout and something that'll handle, you know, a good amount of power, and something that I can get on and not worry about it, and something that's backed by a warranty, man. That's the main thing. It's like, because I don't know nothing about transmissions, but you know, I know that with these guys building it, if something happens to it and it's, you know, something that's technically not my fault, that I can just have them, you know, fix it, and it'll be backed up by a reputable, you know, shop. So that's one of the main things that I'm really excited about. And now I can actually drive the car, man. And it's, I've always kind of been worried about getting on it. I was worried about it before when I didn't have the rear end upgraded, so I got that upgraded, but the transmission kind of always worried me. And especially when I saw that I had some gritty stuff in it, and I just kind of just let it ride, and if it went, it went. And then, you know, it's about that time. So man, it's just been a long time coming. So after this, the next stage is just gonna be small projects. You know, I'm trying to get the whole belt system, as far as the serpentine belt system, figured out. I got a couple ideas on that. I actually ordered a new tensioner for my my AC bracket. I think the tensioner on my the one that came on it is bad, because it would move, you know, kind of here and there. So from my understanding, those tensioners aren't really supposed to move like that, and once they kind of really start like moving, then that means the spring is getting weak, and you're gonna need a new tensioner, or the belt could like slip and stuff like that. I hooked up the AC and everything. The belt that I put on it didn't last very long, and I originally thought that I was just running just too many accessories on that long belt, and that still might be the case, but I think it should have lasted longer than what it did. And I don't know, we'll see. So I ordered a new tensioner, and if that doesn't work, then, you know, at least I got a new tensioner, and I could just, you know, check that off the list. But it's just kind of a cheap kind of like fix. It was only like 37 bucks. So if it doesn't work, then at least I got a new tensioner, and I don't have to worry about, you know, spending $100 on something that didn't work. So if this doesn't work, then the next step would be to get a whole new separate system, belt drive system for the Pro Charger, so it could run on its own belt, dedicated drive belt system, and then I'll have my normal accessories with the AC running on its own. So anyways, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, y'all. Stay blessed, be positive, y'all, and man, let's just keep it rolling. All right, deuces, I'm out of here.